making shots, or what you see there?
No, I thought it was more than that. I thought, our flow was really good that got us that lead. We were scoring. We just had trouble getting stops, so we couldn't extend it more. But, I thought the offense was creating some really good opportunities. Obviously, when it was in Cam's hands, we were getting a lot of good things accomplished. When we went through that drought, I think we had a 1 for 12 stretch, and goes from a 2-point lead to a 10-point deficit pretty quickly. The ball stopped moving, and a couple possessions that never shifted sides, didn't get across. So we'd had really good possessions pretty much all night long. We were shooting a very high percentage, and shot it well from behind the arc, and we missed a couple layups in that stretch. I mean, we missed a couple right at the rim. But then we just took some out of character shots, and we missed a couple open threes, I thought. But again, the looks that we were getting were based on movement, player movement, ball movement. And when we stopped doing that and stopped getting the ball in the right guy's hands, the quality of possessions weren't as good. And that's when they went in their run, and that's when they started controlling tempo. That's when their size took over. They started getting the ball inside, and that was their advantage. Tonight was in the paint, not only with Teskey, but on the wings as well with Wagner and with their other guys. So it's unfortunate because I thought we had a really good rhythm going, and when we stopped, it almost sucked the energy out of our group. And you got to find a way to keep going, stay together, keep fighting together. And at the end of the game, I think it was 9 points. We got a steal, could have cut the thing to 7. It just shows you how that thing's never over. You got to keep together out there. And, when the possessions, the quality wasn't as good, I thought that tore us apart a little bit tonight.
What do you guys need to do to be able to compete for the full game with a program like Michigan, both this season but also in future seasons?
That's a great question. We've had stretches, obviously. I thought we played as complete a game as we've had all year against Rutgers on the road. I mean, that's an extremely difficult place to play. I thought we, found a way to fight through adversity as well as we had all year when we did dig ourselves a double-digit hole. The important thing about this year is, continuing to get better and continue to grow. And, again, I thought we had good stretches when we took that lead. We were doing some really good things out there offensively. Defensively, they were getting by us too much tonight. But offensively, I thought we had great flow, we had great rhythm. And then when we stopped doing the things that were making us successful out there, and we were running the same plays, it just wasn't, the ball wasn't shifting. It wasn't getting back into Cam's hands where really good things happened. With he and Kevin had a really good rhythm going with the two-man game tonight. Then they started showing on Kevin. He got in the pocket a little bit to where he could make plays. But, then again, we had a couple really empty possessions and get your shot blocked a few times. That leads to runouts. It gives transition baskets to them. It gets their confidence going. And once they built that lead, they were tough to slow down because they had complete control of the tempo of that game.
I think it's 6 straight games you have fallen behind by 14 or more. Is there one thing that's happening? Is that, or is it?
Yeah, we have stretches, Chris. It's every game. We had a 3-minute stretch against Rutgers where we didn't do the job in transition. After doing it for the majority of the rest of the game. Actually, we had 2 3-minute stretches. One in the first half, one in the second. That's where they opened up that lead. We've struggled coming out of the gate with energy. Tonight we got the lead in the second half. We were scoring the ball. We matched it a little bit, but then you take the lead. So, the energy was much better coming out in the second half. But then that 8-minute stretch where we just were not getting the same type of possessions that we had the majority of that game, it cost us. And it's costing us games. When we have these droughts and we have these lulls, that's what's digging the hole. And it's hard to, keep the energy to get out of that hole and sustain the energy once you do get out of it.
Too. I mean, if it's a bunch of different things, I mean, it's not easy.
The thing I have to prevent, Chris, is well, here we go again. That's the thing that I need to do a better job with this group, because when the tough times hit and you see the heads drop and this league's too good, we have too thin of a margin to overcome that. And that's the thing that I thought hurt us tonight. And when you go on a little bit of a slide, or when you go on a slide like we're going through right now, human nature when times get tough is, instead of coming together, is you pull apart a little bit. Now, Rutgers, we were great. Wisconsin, we had some good moments. But again, those stretches in the games that we have droughts and we don't get back in transition, they're hurting us.
Can you make anything of Kevin? I mean, he's had 2 pretty good games in a row. What's he doing that you like?
Yeah, the thing with Kevin is, with Teskey, he was pretty much playing a one-man zone in that first half. And, Kevin was able to get loose in the top of the floor. What that did is, and, we've had success in the past with versatile players like Kevin, to where, not only does that open up shots, but that gets the big away from the rim, and now those back cuts out of the corner, you get uncontested layups as opposed to trying to finish over 7-1 with length. So, Kevin, again, if he's hitting shots and that can pull the big away from the basket, especially in this league, that's really going to open things up for us.
Juwan was talking about the decision to do the holding the ball.
Yeah.
I guess, was that a no-brainer for you?
Yeah, it was no-brainer. Juwan and I both played against Kobe, and to honor him before the game, and then to have the two possessions, with a 10-second shot clock. It's 8 in the league, and it's 24. But just to have the two possessions, for Juwan and I, absolutely was a no-brainer.
A goal coming in, I guess you hadn't played a couple months now. Why was tonight the right time?
Do you see the shot that Ivan took? No, I'll say this about a call. He's getting better as a basketball player. He is competing every day in practice. He's always positive. Kid's got a smile on his face. And I thought he went out there and battled those big guys. I mean, he's given about a foot to Teskey, but he was fronting him and he was getting into his legs. He stayed in front when he got out in the switch. So I thought a call did some good things. Matter of time before, he was going to get an opportunity to go out there in a meaningful game. And I'm proud of him for going out there and giving us a couple good quality minutes. And, we'll see how the rest of the year goes. But there's, going to be probably another chance where he gets out there in an important part of the game and, just go out there and give us good production.